Hello and welcome to Redmen TV. It's the player ratings. I'm Jonathan. This should be fun. I picked a very good game, an emphatic 4-1 victory over West Ham for my first game. So let's hope this won't be too much carnage. It's fireworks. There's fireworks outside. There was definitely fireworks on the pitch earlier. I'm going to come straight in. Mr. Mingley, our captain, fantastic. Didn't really have a lot to do. One maybe wobble in the first half, but apart from that, he's composed, came out and smashed Andy Carroll at one stage, and that's always great as well. I'm going to give Mingley a 7. Gomez, a bit of a mixed bag. You know, he clearly had a tactical role not to bomb forward, so you can't really judge him on his attacking display. A little bit of a wobble in the second half for the goal, around the time of the goal especially, but I think I'm going to mark him back up to a 7 just for that Cruyff turn that led to one of the goals as well. Two centre halves, Mapic has to get a 7. For the goal, didn't really have a lot to do. Clavin as well, you know, you can't really say he did a lot wrong. I'm bordering on a 6, 7. You know what? We won. We'll give him a 7. Moreno, another tidy, composed display. Can't really argue with him. It's just a Moreno performance now as well. We'll give him a 7 as well. Chan, I suppose, like Gomez, that's a mixed bag as well. I thought in the first half, for phases of the play, he was a little bit sluggish. But in the second half, he really got into it a bit more and drove on forward. I will give him a 7. Genie, composed. Genie performance, one of those kind of quiet roles, but quietly effective roles. I thought he was very good, especially in the second half, and a lot of play that, you know, a lot of work that he did off the ball that was just nulling out attacks and stuff like that. So do you know what? I'll give him a 7 as well. Chamberlain, very good performance. You know, really coming into life. Surprised that he started in the midfield role. We spoke about that earlier. But, you know, showed a shrewdness to his game. The run that he did for Salah's goal, where he's coming in here and he drags a couple of defenders out, and then he takes his goal, you know, gets a bit lucky, but he's there again. I'll give Chamberlain an 8. And this is where it gets fun, guys. I spoke earlier about this. I've been so excited about this front three because it was such a surprise as well, kind of added to more of the excitement. But Salah, if only he could finish, eh? Not bad for a Chelsea reject even. Amazing performance. I'm going to give Salah a 9 and man of the match. What can you say about the guy? If that smile alone isn't worth the admission fee, it's his performances, it's his goals. He took the second goal beautifully. Was a constant threat throughout, what I loved, even though he was on 2 goals, he was still like really frustrated with himself for not getting over the line. He was really pushing for the hat trick as well. Yeah, so 9 and deserved man of the match. Bobby, another excellent display. You know, just had so much to our game, so much drive. And if ever you wanted to look at Bobby's importance to the team, just look at the drive down the middle that he did for Chamberlain's goal. Just after West Ham had scored and got back in the game, he drives forward, takes a man out. An 8 for me for Bobby. Another excellent display. And the miracle man himself, Manny, 2 weeks back early from a hamstring injury, and he's like he's never been away. Constant threat, still has that blistering pace. 2 assists, I think, in another beautiful performance, and I'm going to give Manny an 8 as well. So that's it, folks. We'll dig into the comments. As I said, it's my first one, so I'm sure there's people screaming on the comments here for me. Let's see, Tom. Anything coming through there? Any abuse coming towards me?
No abuse, actually.
Really?
I know, mad.
Chris must be wondering what he does wrong all the time.
Ferno says give Salah a 10.
Give Salah a 10. If he got a hat-trick, maybe, but I'm going to leave him on a 9 just to give him that extra bit of a motivation to get a 10 against Southampton next game.
Contradict says Klopp 10.
Klopp will get a 10. I'll go with that. You know, he got the team bang on, he got his tactics bang on. He confused us again like he did last season at West Ham with the lineup. But yeah, no, how good were we? We were shrewd, we have very smart. It wasn't just in your face ripping 100 miles an hour. We were smart, we were intelligent, and yeah, no, 10 for Klopp. I'm with that.
The F1 Gamer Temple says you deserve a 19.
I deserve a 19. I'm a little bit disappointed at that. I would have thought a 20. Yeah, no, I'm glad you guys folks me. If you do, give me plenty of abuse on the line so that the guys can pick up on it.
Here's an interesting one. Tino LFC. Where would Lallana fit in when he's back fit?
Well, that's what it's all about. It's competition for places. You know, it's not just Lallana that you'd have a, you'd have a debate about it. It's Coutinho as well. Lallana probably gets. It's probably a little unfair, but he either gets maybe Genie or Chamberlain. I don't see either of them being first choice once Coutinho comes back in it. But like it is, he's gonna change it up for different games. Depending on the opposition, there's going to be Klopp will have the luxury now of kind of resting players and keeping players back, because like if you have a fit Lallana coming back in 1 week and then a fit Genie coming back, Coutinho, etc., it's what we want, because we're coming into the busy period. Games coming thick and fast. You'll have the cup games coming back again, so we need all these options, and we need to be having this debate. Before games, who's going to be playing? We need to be killing each other at times, trying to make a decision and pick the team. That's where we need to be.
The jersey red. I think Ox could have been man of the match. He was that good.
Yeah, he had a brilliant game. He was just unfortunate is probably the wrong word, but this front three here, it's hard to argue. But what you can say is Chamberlain. I said on the reaction show last week, he gets it now. He's a Klopp player. He fits into our system. You seen him playing in midfield, which surprised me. I thought he would play one of the wide forward roles, but he's in midfield. So if he's playing midfield in an away game like this, it proves that he has shown to Klopp on the training field that Klopp trusts him to play in this, and he was that driving legs from midfield, and he had an excellent game, and long may it continue even.
Alex Dango, what do you think of the new 4-4-2 system we tried today? I don't know if it exactly was a 4-4-2.
Well, I don't think it was a 4-4-2. I thought it was the standard 4-3-3, and then we went to 3 at the back at the end just to get Lovren legs on. If you're going 4-4-2, you're probably looking at the likes of Solanke coming on and probably going with Diamond, maybe Coutinho in the middle. But no, I don't think we played 4-4-2 today. It was the 3-3 and just to change at the end, as I said. But we did there is options there to change that, but in my mind, 4-3-3 is always going to be Klopp's preferred formation.
Oggy is me. What's our best 11?
What's our best 11?
Very hard question, I know.
How long have you got? God, you look at this here. Lovren has to come in. This is a debate. At the start of the season, I would have said Trent, but Gomez is playing so well. I think he's going to match it up. And don't forget Klein to come back there as well. Klein's going to have a struggle to get back into that team the way we're going, because you have the mix of defensive solid, and then you have an attacking threat of Trent. So that's going to be interchange. That's a very hard one. Midfield, from midfield forward is where the fun starts. Going to get a lot of grief about this, but I still think the 6 is Hendo, first choice, as I nearly knocked Chan over. He must be on the way to Juve there. This is where it gets exciting, and this is where it's going to be, as I said earlier, it's going to be chopped up for various games depending on the opposition or whatever. First choice, if he has the ball, it's Lallana and Coutinho, I think, here. And then this front three picks itself. So it's midfield really. I think first choice is Coutinho and Lallana. If, as I said, if he has the balls. If not, you're probably looking at Chan or Genie taking the other remaining midfield positions. But loads of options, and that's exactly what we need.
Callum Muck, next season, who could we bring in for the goalkeeper spot? Again, a pretty tough question.
Oh, again, how long have you got? It's very difficult to know. To me, poor old Simon. Look, I've been vocal enough. You can't really fault him today. He wasn't the issue, but I think if we were to make that step forward, we do need a replacement. There's a number of options really. Does he go with Karius? Does he go with Ward? I don't know. Does he hold back his money in the summer again like he did last summer for other positions? You can probably argue that we need a centre half or a central midfielder, particularly if Chan is going. Instead, I'd be surprised if Minglei's first choice again next season. There's a long list of keepers there, but Klopp, don't be surprised if he pulls someone like Young through and just coach them through. Very difficult question to answer.
Last one
Okay.
before we wrap up, I think. John Jeffrey, having a healthy squad allows Klopp the options to adapt the formation and rotate players to beat teams, more success to come.
Yeah, no, I spoke about that briefly there. We need to have the scenario where there's killings almost at the team and the players are chomping at the bit in training. And then that allows us, because if we're away from home in Europe, you can just almost throw Hendo in here as well. Hendo is not on the bench, but Hendo here as well, and have a double pivot and just let the three guys attack forward in as well. Or, as I said, he can mix and match if we need to get more defensive. God, I really will send Chan to Italy at this rate. He's flying forward there. That's him driving forward in the second half. Yeah, no, loads of options there. Loads of different permutations depending on the opposition that we're playing, depending on the number of games. You can chop it up, add in a couple of the youngsters as well to come on this bench, and all of a sudden we're in a really, really healthy position. So I'm going to wrap it up there, folks. I think I've survived the first team announcement or the team ratings show without getting lynched too much. Thanks for having me. My name is Jonathan. You catch me at Higgins on Twitter, even jhiggins3. Give us a follow. Make sure you subscribe to Redmen TV, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Up the Reds.